Authoritarian governance and political corruption are what humanity has never overcome. Together, they are responsible for more suffering, more death, and more stolen futures than any other force in human history. Across centuries and civilizations, authoritarianism has destroyed billions of lives. What makes this truth even more devastating is how predictable it is. Authoritarian corruption looks strikingly similar in so-called developed, developing, and underdeveloped nations. Whether labeled first world or third world, the pattern repeats. Economic power overtakes political power. Wealth captures governance. The political system becomes financially corrupted. Once that happens, the consequences are always authoritarian and always evil, regardless of rhetoric or constitutional language. Humanity has had the right theory for government for a long time. Democratic republicanism and the U.S. Constitution are correct. They are amazing, empowering, egalitarian, courageous, wise, and just. What the party-driven system has refused to do is consistently implement it. This gigantic failure to consistently align our practices of democracy with the amazing theory of democratic republicanism our Constitution creates is because of the corrupt and violent party-driven system. The party-driven system in the United States has created, perpetuated, and refused to fix a long list of deeply authoritarian outcomes. These outcomes have persisted regardless of which party has held power. Decades pass. Administrations change. Elections come and go. And yet the same horrors remain. The long-term persistence of these gigantic problems and systemic human suffering is the evidence that the problem isn't about any individual. The problem is long-term, structural, and systemic. The centuries-old party-driven system is the problem. If an issue causes immense human suffering for decades, sometimes centuries, despite overwhelming public opposition, then that's authoritarian. The voters do not want these outcomes. The fact that they continue proves that the real will of the people is being overridden. Here's the strongest evidence of party-driven authoritarianism in the U.S. These are not fringe concerns. These are the largest, most destructive failures of government, and nearly all voters agree they should not exist. Yet these violent realities exist because of the corruption of the party-driven system.